Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a random game in my Shimakaze, going over the matchmaking, bunch of fat boats, no radar, do have a small lens I need to worry about, gearing double Shimakaze and Holland round out the DDs and all the threats to my ship. The map is Haven, 4-cap domination, and we're going to kick this one off with me kind of answering the question, where have I been? And that answer's a little complicated. Starts out with been having some. My mom's been having some medical issues, and doesn't look really good, and just been spending a lot more of my free time just being where it's the most important, where I'm getting the best bang for my buck out of my time. And yeah, it's kind of is what it is kind of situation right now, and seeing how that goes. Just enjoying things one day at a time with her, and at the end of the day, every life owes a death, and we know it's coming, and yeah. On to less morbid subjects. Anyway, something important's going to happen here momentarily. Boom, right there. RPF just dropped off. I was making this turn out to scout and pick up any sort of destroyer that's basically doing what I'm doing. I'm holding off, waiting to see if I'm going to run into a DD or anything like that, but I'm deciding, you know what, this guy is probably playing towards B cap. There's one DD. Boom, there he is. There's a gearing. That tells me that this flank is mine, because there's probably two DDs up here. Well, there's the third DD, and that means the last one is out up here somewhere, and I've got free roam on this, and basically, first game back, I'm going to get a chance to beat up a bunch of fat boats. So the other part of where I have been is part of the community contributor fallout. And I was one of the community contributors that decided I no longer wanted to be affiliated with Wargaming, and there's a myriad of reasons, but the real hard parts for me when it came to why I felt I had to leave came down to the direction of the game and the monetization. Lots of CCs have said things far more eloquently than I will here. For me, it just came down to the simple fact: we live in complicated times. We live in a time where many things in our lives are toxic and unhealthy. And I don't believe that we should be encouraging those types of behaviors in our recreational activities. And it's one of these things, I don't really care what the industry standards are. For me, I was shocked when other community contributors pointed out that this game is rated for, in Europe, kids as young as 7. In North America, 13-year-olds. And at the time of my decision, it wasn't really clear, that there were these types of mechanics going on in the game where they're locking, content that they're advertising hard, either behind gambling mechanics or behind, if you can't gamble or you don't want to gamble, you're into big grind fests that you're going to be forced to spend an inordinate amount of your life behind your keyboard playing this game just to get access to this content. And I feel that it's getting more and more unhealthy with, it used to be that this would be, a once or twice a year affair. Okay, that's an is what it is kind of situation. But with this situation, it's starting to get to be the standard. We've got a new ship line coming out. You know, everything's got to be, a grind fest. Everything's got to, we've got tech tree ships now being locked early access behind paywalls. And if you don't want to gamble, then you're looking at, grinding, 5, 6, 7 hours a day for a couple weeks at a time just to get this done. And it's too much. And I don't feel that that's healthy for anybody, and I mean adults included. And I realize that the game has to make money somehow, but I think that we can do better. And I think that, you know part of this is, me just taking a stand. And you know I don't want to be, excuse me, I just hit the microphone. I don't want to be part of encouraging that type of behavior, being affiliated with it. Wargaming said in a recent news release they're going to be addressing some of this stuff, and just going to cut it off here with me saying, I'm interested in what they have to say, and we'll readdress it from there. If they don't follow through on what they're saying they're going to do. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Not going to be doing too many of these videos simply because this is an educational channel. I've just kind of fallen off the radar, and people on my Discord, they know kind of what's going on. But I'm sure there's people that just watch things on YouTube, and there's probably some questions floating around out there. And so this is what's up. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. Invites to the Discord, and if you would like to support the channel, my Patreon account is down below. Hope you guys are having a good night, and I will talk to you later.